Hello, what's up YouTube? This is Big Panda 69, Eric Sandoval. I'm going to bring to you guys a little bit of gameplay on Battlefield 4. It's Lost Island, one of the Naval Strike maps. It is the Giant Carrier, which is my favorite of like all the Battlefield 4 TDM maps and Conquest maps in general. Just because of the fact it's on a giant ship carrier. I mean, how awesome is that? I'm going to be rolling with the FAMAS today because of the fact that it's such close quarters. You're going to want a high rate of fire weapon so you can take out maybe one or two enemies who, get the jump on you. Or if you cut a corner and they're popping up in your face, you can take them out pretty quickly. Also rolling with the G18 because of the fact that, you find yourself sometimes in situations where you need a reload, but there's maybe one or two guys around the corner, so you need to get an extra kill to maybe put one of the guys at bay so you can freak them out a little bit and you reload, and then you can go ahead and engage them. Couple tips too that I'm gonna bring to you guys today. One is the fact that you need to run around the perimeter of the map because of the fact that all of the main battle tends to happen right in the middle of the maps. Doesn't matter that it's just this map, it's all TDM maps in general. If you run around the perimeter, you have a better chance, in my opinion, of surviving and being able to get around the enemy, get the flanks, get some of those pesky snipers that love to camp and love to shoot at you. With this gun, I've noticed that it's a lot easier to get enemies at a range if you burst fire because of its high rate of fire. You can't really get long distance kills with this weapon unless you single fire or you burst fire because, it has such high recoil, as you can see. I also tend to think that if you're going to run around the perimeter of the map, you need to make sure you're checking your corners. Because if you don't check your corners, you can easily get blindsided by somebody to your right or to your left if you're not really paying attention. Also, when you're running around like I am, I find it that the only time you should really stop and hide somewhere or camp is if you need a reload or you need to get some more health or throw a med pack down or something like that, that's pretty much the only scenario in which I believe you need to stop what you're doing, take some cover, and reload. Other than that, you shouldn't really be stopping to kill anybody or to shoot anybody unless you're being pinned down and you need to take cover and you're engaging like 3 or 4 guys, which tends to happen sometimes in TDM, unfortunately. I do love the fact that this map has so many flanking routes. You can go underneath, you can go far, like I'm doing right here. There's 2 doors you can go out into, and then you can go up, and then you can go around, and you can clear out the cafeteria. You can go in room by room, which is pretty good to do. I also tend to find that if you know where a group of guys are, it's pretty good to wall lean. So just go up to a corner, almost to the edge, aim down the trigger, and you'll actually come out at an angle, and you can actually hide behind the cover but still shoot the enemy at the same time. It has its disadvantages and it has its advantages. The first advantage is the fact that your body's not sticking out like a giant marker. Everybody knows you want to be a small target whenever possible. The downside to it is that if you engage somebody that has really good aim and is accurate, they can get you really fast with a headshot. But also the head, when you're sticking out of a corner, it's not that big of a target. Again, this trick or this skill or ability does have its advantages and does have its disadvantages. So, keeping that in mind, if you're going to utilize wall leaning, make sure you're confident enough in the fact that you can probably take out the guy you're engaging. See, right here, for example, that guy didn't have really good aim like he should have. He should have probably burst fired me. He probably would have got a lucky shot to the dome or something like that. But because of the fact that I was wall leaning and coming in and out of cover, he was firing at my position continuously, not really waiting for me to pop my head out, which is something that tends to happen a lot if you wall lean. So make sure you guys utilize that. It does work, so don't be afraid to go ahead and use it. It does work. Sometimes I notice too, when you're checking your corners, sometimes the characters will actually blend in to the environment. It's rare, but sometimes that happens. So if you're playing TDM, make sure you take a good look at any like silhouettes or any type of shadows, and make sure you listen to those footsteps too, because that is a huge help in Battlefield because of the fact that, footsteps are so loud. I mean, it's not like Rainbow Six Siege where you have to like sound horn in order to hear the enemy's every movement and you can hear them breathe and, everything like that. But it does help a lot. I also love to run with frags in this map because of the fact that you can clear out small rooms and potentially get double kills or even triple kills sometimes. It's good to use them when you're engaging a group of people because of the fact that when you throw the grenade in there, everybody's like, oh god, there's a grenade, what do we do, what do we do, what do we do? Everybody starts panicking, So you can use that and you can toss a frag in there and you can clear a room and engage multiple enemies with their back turned. You'll see later on at, I believe, 6 minutes and 47 seconds in this clip, I get a triple using that. It's actually pretty cool, but when that time comes, you guys will see. But right now, like I'm saying, if you miss a whole bunch of shots too, like right there, just get out of there. Don't bother, because of the fact that you've already wasted all your ammo and you've given your position away, so you don't know how many guys are around that corner. So just shoot the guy. If you miss, just run away and try to engage him at a different area. Try to go around him. Try to maybe go above, but don't go back to the same spot you're at because he knows you're there. If you do find yourself stuck in that situation and you have some cover, instead of picking out the same corner or the same area, try maybe going around to the right side or maybe to the left side depending on which side you're on, because of the fact that it will give the guy a little bit of surprise. Because most people think when they engage somebody, the person's going to pop their head right back out where they originally shot from, which is sometimes the case. Like many games I play. So right here you're going to see that I'm going to engage a couple of guys here with that grenade thing I was telling you about. I don't know why I hit. I freaked out a little bit thinking that my health was really low, but it really wasn't. But that actually gave me time to reload my guns. Now, the FAMAS here, you'll see its disadvantage. If I would have missed half those shots, I probably would have killed maybe one or two guys, and the third guy would have just lit me up. But luckily, I was able to get all of them lined up in a row, so that was pretty lucky on my part. As you can see here, like I was telling you guys earlier, this gun's not that good at range. It really lacks at range. And I did try to burst fire, but, unfortunately I was not able to, get that kill. But that happens sometimes, so not to worry. I also like to run with the dart, the fillet, I can never pronounce that word, you guys, but whatever, the dart shotgun, because sometimes, you ran out of primary ammo, or you have to reload it and you can't. Your secondary is out of ammo, or you need to reload as well, and you can't do that either. So it's like your last resort, and it does help. Like earlier in the clip, you saw that I got 2 kills with it, but one of the guys wasn't really paying attention, so I shot him right in the back of the head, which was pretty lucky on my part, but you can see how it will come into play and help you out a little bit. You can roll with the grenade launcher too if you find, the map you're playing on has a lot of cluster of enemies, and, you can easily get maybe 1 or 2 kills with that. Other than that, there's really no reason to run with some grenade launchers in such a close quarter maps unless, you're a grenade launching god in Battlefield, which some people are, don't get me wrong. I've had my moments. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Actually, I have a pretty cool idea. I mean, I know it's not a pretty cool idea, but it'd be really cool if anybody wants to, see me roll with a specific gun, or maybe just like mare's leg only and see how many kills I can get with that or something like that, or whatever attachments, whatever, just in the comment section below, just leave me whatever loadout you think would be pretty cool to watch me roll with, and I'll do what I can to, have fun with it and get some kills. Alright guys, see you next time. That's it for this video. Adios guys.